Today, the Arizona Board of Education selected a new test to replace Ames. It's called AZ Merit, short for Arizona's measurement of educational readiness to inform teaching. This new test of literacy and math will help the state assess whether student progress is up to state standards. Arizona's public school students will take the AZ Merit test starting in the spring. The test was created by a national nonprofit group, American Institute for Research. The same group is also revamping standardized tests in 14 other states. Along with addressing students' instructional progress, AZ Merit will be a basis for assigning letter grades to schools. Just last week, the Board of Education voted on a proposal to also allow a series of other tests to determine each school's grade. Reporter Katrina Arroyos went to Arcadia High School to find out how this proposal would impact classroom curriculums.
For Steve Geislinger, a math teacher at Arcadia High School, the thought of a multiple test assessment is a great idea.
I like the idea of having multiple modalities for students to succeed. However, you need to be very careful about implementation.
Some of the tests the Board of Education would like to include within the school's letter grade are the SAT and advanced placement exams, but they will leave it up to the individual school to decide if all students will be required to take the test. As of now, only a few students choose to take the exam. That concerns Geislinger.
I've helped students prepare for those tests, and quite frankly, what you're doing in helping students prepare for those tests is you're helping them learn the game, how to test. Not necessarily how to get better at what they're doing.
These tests are different from assessments like the Arizona Instrument to measure standards, but including them will measure a school's success according to the Board of Education.
That would essentially be an audit, that we would have an opportunity to have apples-to-apples comparisons. So parents and policymakers can see how schools are doing, but it wasn't just the be-all, end-all. It was a combination of factors that we can determine how schools are doing.
To transition the multiple test measurement into schools, teachers will have to adjust their curriculum.
We want to get students to understand Arizona College and Work career readiness standards.
In order for the plan to take effect, it must be approved by the state legislator and signed by the governor. In Phoenix, I'm Katrina Arroyos, Cronkite News.
The Board of Education will be meeting tonight to begin selecting the components of the new assessment.